7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Yay! It's Wayne with HaveToFlip.com. It's Wednesday. Me and the little one
Hi.
are out in the warehouse working. Trying to get things kind of caught up. I know yesterday told you we were going to get that all cleared. I got about 3 more book bags I still got to take care of, but we emptied it out, which is awesome. I still kind of have to knock out this shelf. This is our incoming shelf. Stuff that I don't want to either put in right away, or technically I just ran out of room on the sorting table. So I got that box I really need to sort. I sorted all the new stuff out so I could list it, and then I'm gonna list that as a big lot and ship that out. I'm not really sure how much that's gonna cost because it's fairly big. And then what I did different was I normally do with my hard goods one by one. I do the whole process, draft it, and then I finish it inside. So this time I kind of prepped myself. So over here is where I do all my hard good photos on that. Well, you can see how easy it is to blow it out. So to get nice clean pictures is awesome. But on the floor here, I have staged all of the stuff that was over there. It's already set in the location. I already have my sheets written in. All the weights are already taken. Literally, these just need photographed and put away. So I kind of prep myself for tomorrow. We're really out here just to pull orders. So way over there on the table, I got my 3 orders that we pulled and packed and shipped. So again, not a good day. So the last couple days have been pretty crappy. Going in and playing around, trying to see kind of why my stuff isn't moving in comparison to other items, and really trying to see if there is any kind of pattern whatsoever of something that I am not doing to be able to not be producing the way I was last year. I am like 59% lower than last year in store 2 and 29% lower in store 1. So we're getting hit really hard this year. And thank goodness I got my part-time job, and that's going to bring in a steady stream of income without having to worry about any of that. So of course the whole plan was to be able to use that to cover some of it, and then be able to turn around and put money back into the business. But when it's just nosediving again for no apparent reason other than I did do the math, and we were about $700 short last month of listing. So we shoot for a minimum of $2,400, and we were about $700 short of that goal last month. So does that have something to do with it? A little bit, I'm sure, because no activity is really bad when it comes to eBay. They like to see you in there adding new items, making sure that old items are corrected and either dealt with or got rid of. So what I did do was I went in today because this is really my play day. This is where I can research, do tests, run different techniques to see if anything works, or see if I can't find patterns in other people's who are producing well, and see exactly kind of what's going on. Now, being Q4, clothes really never does do very good on Q4. So it's not surprising. The only thing that is surprising to me is we are so much farther down than we were last year. And we were here last year. So I wasn't even probably in full swing yet here. We were just really kind of getting everything together. And I mean, I took that hiatus for a month prior to moving into here because everything had to be done, packed, and ready. And then everything had to be moved over here pre-staged before we could even build any kind of racking whatsoever. So it's even more frustrating knowing that I had about a 1-month hiatus last month, and we still did not do as well this year as we did last year. So quite bothersome. But again, I can only be positive. We are definitely going to change things around. It just makes things a little bit harder to stay positive when you keep seeing numbers. So when we originally started redoing these daily vlogs, we were running about 39% on the dive. I think we're staying pretty steady at about 34% of what my total goal is, which is nothing to brag about whatsoever. That's just where we are. And processes need to be changed to ensure that we are doing what we can do to be able to move forward. So with that being said, I need to go inside. Oh, I did start going through again because item specifics looks like they were fixed. Nothing that was immediate attention needed. So I'm like, yes, finally. I went through 50 of them, and about 3 out of the 50 didn't need item specifics filled in. So I'm still fighting with item specifics. I do 100% believe by them introducing new item specifics, if we're not filling them in and customers are searching item specifics, we are losing customer base. So if our titles are correct, down to the T, no matter how nice they are, if our item specifics aren't filled in and they're using these new item specifics, our items aren't going to be shown. So I went through the first 50 of them, of my oldest items, and started refilling in all item specifics. Some of them were even missing 8 different item specifics that pre-populated. I had to accept, verify and accept. So I'm hoping maybe some of that'll work. I have about 20 drafts that I need to do for my wife, and as soon as I get that, I'm gonna jump solely onto that. I was planning on moving stuff over to Poshmark, but if I can get my sales up on eBay, I would much rather take the time and figure that out, get all those corrected, and watch my sales increase. And then I know our issues solely rise or solely come from those item specific changes. And I can change my sheets to reflect all the item specifics that are new, because if that is the way that eBay is going, my processes here need to be in line with what they're doing. So if they want to know where the compression is in the closure types and lengths and heights and widths, and even though we do measurements and put them inside of our item descriptions, if people aren't reading the item descriptions and then they are only going by item specifics, then I can almost leave my item description blank as long as I'm filling out those item specifics. So that's where I am. I have thousands to go through now. Some of the ones that I originally fixed through the first round of item specific issues, I think were the 2 that I ran into that weren't. Because I was only going through item specifics that had to be fixed, that were throwing a red flag. So now I got to go through all of them. Whoopee. So that's it for today. It's going to be somewhat of a productive day. I'm learning stuff. I'm trying to figure stuff out, implementing some new processes, and definitely probably going to try to edit my sheets that I use and add some of those highly searched item specifics, the ones that they show how many thousands or millions of people are actually clicking on those item specifics. So I 100% have to have those item specifics filled in. If there's that many people searching that item specific, I have to ensure that every one of my listings have that, or it isn't seen. So that's it. Yippee. Have a great one, guys. Peace. Unfortunately, all good things have to come to an end. And here we are. So if you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to continue to follow my journey, make sure you subscribe. So until then, I'll catch you on the flip side. Good night. Goodbye. See you later. Toodaloo.